Enslaved, escaped, hunted. This is the story of Bass Reeves. Bass Reeves was born into slavery in 1838 in Arkansas. When the Civil War began, his enslaver, George Reeves, joined the Confederacy, and Bass was taken with him. He didn't enlist. He didn't volunteer. He was property. He didn't have a choice. What happened next lives somewhere between record and folklore. Some accounts say the two argued over a card game, and that Bass struck his enslaver and fled. Other records suggest he escaped later in the war. But what we do know is this. Sometime between 1861 and 1862, Bass Reeves vanished into Indian Territory. What is now Oklahoma was then a rugged, lawless region, a refuge for outlaws and fugitives, but it was where Bass survived. He lived among the Cherokee, Creek, and Seminole nations. He learned their languages, their customs, and their terrain. He became a tracker and a marksman, a man who knew Indian Territory, as he would later say, quote, like a cook knows her kitchen. After the war, Reeves settled in Van Buren, Arkansas. He farmed, he got married, and he raised a very large family. But Indian Territory remained the most dangerous jurisdiction in the United States. The federal court of Fort Smith, Arkansas, oversaw more than 75,000 square miles. More than 100 federal officers would die there before Oklahoma became a state. In 1875, Judge Isaac C. Parker began appointing deputy U.S. Marshals to bring order to the territory. Among them was Bass Reeves, a formerly enslaved man now wearing a federal badge. He was likely one of the first black deputy U.S. Marshals west of the Mississippi, and during an era when Jim Crow laws were tightening across the South, Reeves had the legal authority to arrest white men, black men, and Native men alike. He would hold that badge for 32 years. The man who had once fled into Indian Territory would now ride into it with warrants in his pocket, and the outlaws who thought the land would protect them were about to learn otherwise. He would arrest more than 3,000 outlaws, but that was only the beginning. Stay tuned for part 2.